Hi, I'm Leon LaBlaze, and this is Unstoppable Force. Now, I need your help. I need you to go to my GoFundMe campaign. I'm put a link in the description box below, and I need you to donate to my campaign so I can do this show full time instead of just part time. Okay, now I got a news video in a news story. It's from Zero Hedge, and it's about an Arizona cop that murdered an unarmed man. And I'm gonna go into it in the article in a second, but I did first watch this video off of Twitter because Sean King, he uploaded one on the Twitter. I was pretty mad about seeing that video, so I was thinking, man, maybe I should just make a video right now. But I was like, no, I'm gonna wait a second, read an article or two just to be sure the dates are right, the dates and the times are right and everything. So I found a couple. So I found a couple articles. I also haven't seen a lot of independent media covering this. One gentleman, I watched his video, and the Young Turks, they did a video, but other than that, I don't think I've seen anything yet. So, and of course, the mainstream media, since was like a really important case for, well, I guess for obvious reasons, a lot of mainstream media is covering it, but this will be one of the videos I cover too. Alright, but let's go on to the article from Zero Hedge. Okay, Arizona jurors watched the video below, which shows former Mesa, Arizona police officer Philip Mitchell Brailsford shooting and killing a man who was begging for his life and attempting to follow the officer's orders to crawl down a hotel hallway. Yesterday, the jurors found Brailsford not guilty of second-degree murder and reckless manslaughter, which I obviously think is a fucking load of bullshit. That a group of people thought that this video didn't show someone, that a police officer murdering that guy.
Stop right there! Stop! Stop! Get on the ground, both of you! Lay down on the ground! Lay down on the ground! Who else is in the room?
Nobody.
Nobody else is in the room?
Nobody.
Positive?
Nobody. Absolutely positive.
Okay. Since apparently we have a failure for you to comprehend simple instructions, I'm going to go over some of them again, okay? Can you both hear and understand me?
Yes.
All right. If you make a mistake, another mistake, there's a very severe possibility you're both going to get shot. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
All right.
What the?
Shut up. I'm not here to be tactful or diplomatic with you. You listen, you obey. For one thing, did I tell you to move, young man? Did I tell you to
No, sir. No,
put
sir.
both
No,
your
sir.
hands,
No, sir. No, sir.
put both your hands on the top of your head and interlace your fingers. Take your feet and cross your left foot over your right foot. Who else is in the room?
Nobody.
Can you see the door? All right, stand by, we have contact. All right. Are you both drunk?
No.
No.
All right. So you're not going to have any problems understanding anything that I tell you, right?
Yes.
All right.
Can I go to my room?
No, you're not going to do anything but come towards us. Okay. Young man, you are not to move. You're to put your eyes down and look down at the carpet. You're to keep your fingers interlaced behind your head. You're to keep your feet crossed. If you move, we're going to consider that a threat, and we are going to deal with it, and you may not survive it. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Young lady, shut up and listen. All right? You are to keep your feet crossed. Take both of your hands, put them flat in front of you. You are to push yourself up to a kneeling position. Kneeling position. Now, put both your hands in the air. Okay, crawl towards us.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Grab the pole.
No, Rich, pull
Pull,
this
Rich,
way.
pull. Let me know when you're clear. Clear? No, you're not clear. You haven't frisked her yet.
You're not. You'll be in the chain so we'll figure out exactly what's going on, okay? Just be cool and we'll be done.
Okay, when you're done with that, lay her flat. Okay, I need one more cuff her up. Okay. This is the deal. We're going to do almost like we did before. Okay? Have a seat. Okay, young man, listen to my instructions and do not make a mistake. You are to keep your legs crossed. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You are to put both of your hands palms down, straight out in front of you. Push yourself up to a kneeling position. I said keep your legs crossed!
I'm sorry.
I didn't say this in conversation. Hands in the air! Hands up in the air! You do that again, we're shooting you. Do you understand?
Please do not shoot me.
Then listen to my instructions.
I'm trying to just do what you
Don't talk! Listen! Hands straight up in the air. Do not put your hands down for any reason. You think you're going to fall, you better fall on your face. Your hands go back in the small of your back or down. We are going to shoot you. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Crawl towards me. Crawl towards me!
Yes, sir.
Don't talk! Get up on him. Okay, hold on him. One with me. Key card, key card. Key card. Go, I got it. Sam 81998. Hold on. They gave me 2 key cards.
So at first when I saw the video, I didn't know why the hell, like, a police officer, well, when you get to the end of the video, you see that 2 police officers have assault rifles and they're pointing down the hallway waiting for these guys to come out, or the man and the woman to come out of the hotel room. So I was wondering, why the hell would they be just waiting with their guns pointed out? But in the article it says that Daniel Shaver, the victim, the guy that got killed, he was apparently showing off a pellet gun. So that's why the police came, was because someone called the police because they thought he had a gun. But even then, that's just the overreach and just a heavy escalation of force because somebody has a gun and somebody's worried that that guy might, I don't know, accidentally shoot somebody because he's waving around a gun and someone sees it. So they're already coming in way too hot and and trying to escalate the situation, where they could have just went, talked to the people, and it'd have been cool. But no, they had to bring assault rifles because somebody just happened to have a pellet gun. Worst case scenario, they came out there with assault rifles ready to shoot somebody just because they had a gun. And this is in Texas, so I mean, I'm pretty sure they have like open carry laws and stuff, so I don't know why somebody's gonna call the police over that. At least I'm pretty sure Texas is an open carry where you can just carry a gun around. So if that's the case, it's even more odd that police are coming in ready to escalate a situation, ready to shoot somebody right off the bat. And I didn't really pay attention to this at first, but it's very apparent that they were wanting to shoot somebody. Because first they're yelling at them they need to stop and get down, lay down on the ground. That's not really necessary. They did not have to lie on the ground. This wasn't some fucking active shooter scene where they've shot a couple people, so they gotta be angry and they got to be ready to shoot somebody or shoot one of them just in case they come out shooting them. And it wasn't that kind of situation. So the thing I really noticed the second time was, all right, he went from yelling to, all right, I'm gonna give you these specific instructions, and if you don't follow them, we're gonna shoot you. We're gonna kill you because you're not following my directions to a fucking T. And a police officer's job is not to kill you if you don't follow directions to a T. They don't create the laws. They shouldn't be allowed to create laws on the fly about how their word is fucking law and you have to follow every instruction they say. Because you are a threat if you don't do exactly what I say. If you move your arm or your hands in a direction or movement they don't like, you're a threat and they could kill you. They'll put your ass down. So you couldn't really see what happened with the woman, but with the guy, he was angry at the guy and he frustrated the man a lot more than he did the woman, because he was flustered and he was upset and he was crying and he was begging to not get shot. And then he moves his hand because he stumbles a little bit. So because he stumbles, the police shoot him. So I don't see what anybody can see except for the guy's just stumbling and he's like reaching, just because he stumbled and reaching to pull up his pants. But he was not a fucking threat. From the moment they walked around that corner, they were not a threat. They just went around the corner from, oh my gosh, what's going on? Why do we have guns pointing at us? From that moment on until the instant that young man got shot, they were not a threat to any fucking body. So I don't see why anybody would say, because I've seen a couple comments under Sean King's post, a couple people were like, oh, well, he was reaching for something. No, the fuck he wasn't. This isn't the wild fucking West. Ain't nobody trying to quick draw nobody, especially when they already got a gun pointing at them. Plus, they didn't even know if the guy had a gun on him. Well, it was a pellet gun, but they didn't know. So they can't say, oh, he was reaching for a gun, because they didn't fucking know what he had. And plus, going from crawling, oh, spare my life, to doing this because he stumbles, he ain't reaching for no goddamn gun. So and this is what a lot of the black people, a lot of people in the black community have been mad about, because black people have been brutalized by police pretty much since this country's been fucking started, or since they established the police force. And then they've been brutalizing brown people, especially Native Americans, since before this country's even a nation. So this nation's been brutalizing black and brown people for its whole fucking history. We said, hey, quit fucking brutalizing us just because we're black or because we're brown. And society and a lot of fucking white people didn't want to fucking listen. They said, oh, well, they're black and they're brown, so who cares? It's okay. So now Hispanics, they're getting brutalized and harassed by police just because they're brown people. And they're saying, hey, quit brutalizing us because we're brown. Quit discriminating against us and treating us worse just because of our skin color. And then a few years ago, I've been seeing videos about police shooting mentally ill white people. I haven't heard as much of an outcry, but it's just as disgraceful as when they're shooting and brutalizing black and brown people. So the thing is now, if you're white, they're coming after you. Because you let them brutalize black and brown people forever. Then they started brutalizing and shooting mentally ill and unstable white people, unstable black people. Now, who's left? Just regular white people. Well, if you're a rich white guy, a rich white woman, they ain't gonna shoot your ass. If you're just regular working class white guy or white woman, you have no protections anymore. Not to mention, of course, black people are only 13% of the population, so if police are shooting 400 or 500 plus people a year, it ain't gonna be 60-70% black people. But we have video evidence of a police officer shooting a white guy. Now, are you paying attention? Now are you gonna say, okay, we need to peel back this militarized police? Because our tax dollars are going to this fucking shit. It needs to stop.